Hey guys, and welcome to Knit, and today we're going to go over how to make this really cute amigurumi Pikachu. And I did this in the flat cat version of my little creations that I've been doing a lot of lately. I made a QB most recently, and I'm hoping to actually come out with all the starter Pokemon and some Sailor Moon. I'm going to do Luna and Artemis in the same fashion, and any other cats. Like I'm thinking about doing Grumpy Cat and also Nyan Cat. So, without further ado, let's get started. For this project you will need one skein of yellow Vanna's Choice yarn. You'll also need not a full skein, but if you don't have it then you're going to have to buy skeins of all of these: brown, red, and black. I like to use Vanna's Choice for all four of these colors because you want to have a fairly regular color. If you have Red Heart, it's similar enough that you could probably get away with it, but I bought Vanna's Choice in all four of these colors. You're also going to need polyfill. You can't see with the white backdrop there, but I have a full pound of it at least of polyfill that you can use for that. You won't need a full pound, but I buy one of the smallest increments, which is a pound. You're also going to need a size J or 6mm crochet hook. This is a Susan Bates crochet hook. I like how these work best. A darning needle and a sheet of black and a sheet of white felt for the eyes. For this project you will also need some brown felt. I forgot about that, so you will need black, white, and brown felt, and you will also need 3D fabric paint. It is a nice little puffy paint. I'm using Scribbler. You can also just use anything 3D paint that you can find at Jerry Seymour. Also be sure to check out any kind of coupons that they have at your local craft store because they usually always have one. Alright, let's get going. To begin your Pikachu, you're going to want to make a magical ring and place 6 single crochets on the inside of it. Then you're going to increase every single one, and then on the next round, you're going to increase every single other until you get to 18 stitches. So you start with 6, increase to 12, then increase to 18. Next, you're going to single crochet around for 10 rounds. You're going to do this twice. Slip stitch off on your first one, let that tail just kind of chill out, have it so that it's facing the right here, and then have your second one, don't slip stitch off, and then you're just going to single crochet around them both, attaching the two limbs. So single crochet 9 and then single crochet 9 from this side, and then go around the entire part there. And you're going to do that for 4 inches. Then we'll make the legs, and I'll show you how to split that off and to do your 2 limbs plus your decreasing. See you in a minute. So once you've done your 4 inches here, you're going to, so you've done your legs and you've done your 4 inches, you're going to start off by making the feet. And the way that we do that is we're going to go back into splitting this back into 2. And how I do that is I do my 9 single crochet, I go across where I usually count backwards from the stitch at 9, and then I go into the 18th stitch across that way. So really you're just doing 9 here and 9 this way, making 18 on each leg. If you've done this right, you should be able to have 18 and 18 on either side and have it be exact. I've had times where this will be 19 for whatever reason. I've gained a stitch, and usually I just decrease somewhere along the way. It's not a big deal. But you do want to make it so that they are 18 and 18 going across. You're going to single crochet for 10 rounds. You're going to single crochet for 10 rounds, and then you're going to do the inverse of your increases, and you're going to decrease on the end here. So you single crochet around for 10 rounds, and on the bottom of it you're going to basically just skip every single other stitch until you've closed off. Also, keep in mind that before you go across, you might want to stuff up to about here to make it so that it's easier for you. You definitely want to stuff before you attach these two. So I'm going to unattach this in a moment. So all you need to do is that, and it's super easy. So to reiterate, we're going to single crochet around for 10 rounds on your one little piece there. And then we're going to decrease after your 10 rounds every other stitch until it's closed off. And you stuff in there. I like to stuff in from the bottom and then push up that way, and then on this one I just stuff as I finish up there. So I'll see you when I finish up the legs and we start on the head. So next up we're working on the head, and the way that we do this is it's just going to be a very simple, easy amigurumi ball. So we're going to make our magical ring, place 6 single crochet on the inside of it, then we're going to increase up to 36 stitches. The way that we do that is we'll increase every single stitch, every other, every third, every fourth, every fifth, and then until every 6th. So we'll be single crocheting 5 and then increasing on the 6th on the very last round of increases. Then we're going to single crochet around for 10 rows, giving us the bulk of our part here. Next, we're going to do the inverse of our increasing in order to do decreases. So here, we're going to single crochet 5, skip the 6th, single crochet 4, skip the 5th, and so on and so forth until you get to the very bottom where you're decreasing every other stitch and closing it up. Typically at the single crochet 2, skip every 3rd stitch is where I stuff, because it's just about 1.5 inches to 2 inches, about 1.5 inches wide, so that I can actually stuff it and have it be all nice and done that way. So we're going to do our increases, 10 rounds, all 36 stitches around for each round, and then we're going to do our decreases, starting with single crocheting 5, decrease the 6th, single crochet 4, decrease the 5th, single crochet 3, decrease the 4th, and so on and so forth until you're decreasing every other stitch to close up and sew in your tail. Then we're going to take our head and glue it onto the body or adhere it somehow. I glue it because I think it looks just fine. A lot of people sew. Some people hear me saying I glue it and they'll cringe, but I use these as displays only. They're not typically things that I cuddle. If you're going to cuddle it, I would definitely say you're going to want to sew it onto the body. And you do that right around the top where the head is. And I'll show you how to do that after this. Next, we're going to work on the tail. And don't worry, there will be a nice little slide spot right here, which will give you the actual written pattern for this. So if you're confused by anything, you can use that as a reference. You're going to want to chain 8, and then you're going to single crochet all the way to the end and place 3 single crochet in that last chain. Then you're going to go to the other side and single crochet through the backs of all those chains, and then put 3 single crochet in your very first chain. Then you're going to single crochet around for 5 rows. When you're here, you're going to want to finish off on your 5th row, and then you're going to chain 4. You're going to single crochet all the way around, making sure that your tip here ends up having 3 single crochet in it, and then you're going to go around the entire piece here, making sure to cut off 8 stitches on the edge here for 5 more rounds. You're going to do the same as you did up here, but you're only going to chain 3 this time, and you're only going to single crochet 3 here, 3 there, giving yourself a smaller little part. You're going to single crochet around for 2 rounds. Then you're going to change to brown. You're going to single crochet around with that for 1 row. And then you're going to cut off 4 of your stitches here by just single crocheting 5, skipping 4 of those stitches, and then single crocheting another 5. Single crochet around for 2 rounds, and then you're going to attach it to the base of your body. I'm going to show you right here where you're going to want to attach it. So your head is going to go on one end, making that its arms. So this is your front. Head's going to go there. You're going to attach it by either sewing it or gluing it or however you want to adhere it. And then you're going to take your tail and sew it right along the base right there. You're also going to want to take your tails from all of your attaching different colors and different yarns and all that, and you're going to take your tails and put one through each here. I put my brown attachment through this one so that it would match, and then I put my 2 yellows through the other 2 holes. I'm going to sew that up so that it's not a hole anymore as well. So that is how you do Pikachu's tail. And keep in mind, there will be a printable written pattern attached from Ravelry down in the description below. Next up, we're going to work on the ears. So to start with the ears, you're going to make a magical ring like you did with your head, but this time you're only going to put 4 single crochet on the inside of it. Then you're going to single crochet 1, increase twice, increasing your stitches to up to 6. Then you're going to do that again, increasing up to 9. So you single crochet 1 and then you increase 3 times on that 3rd row. Then you're going to single crochet 2, increase on the final row, and then you're going to single crochet around 2 times with the black yarn. Then you're going to attach your yellow yarn and you're going to single crochet around for 8 rounds, making this lovely little ear here. And when you're done with that and you've attached your tail and everything, you're going to put it right up here on the top and right up here on the top for both ears. Make 2. So our final crocheting step is we're going to make these cute little tiny red cheeks. And the way that we're going to do that is we're going to make a magical ring and place 10 double crochet on the inside of it. This is different. Usually we've been just doing single crochet, but we're going to put 10 double crochet on the inside of this. And we're going to make 2, sew in your tails, and sew them to either side. I like to put it a little bit lower right there. And then next up, we're going to work on our eyes. You're just going to want to do a quick little slip stitch, sew in all your tails. You can glue it or sew it on however you want to adhere it. So next up we're going to work on the eyes, and the eyes are fairly simple. You're going to make 2 1-inch circles in the black felt, and then you're going to make 2 circles in the white felt about 1/3 of the size and towards the top of the iris right there. So I like to make it so it's not quite, like you can still see all of that right there. So then you take your cheeks and you put them on either side about halfway down on your eye, but below it right there on both sides, and I use glue to attach them. Next up, we're going to work on the mouth with the puffy paint. See you there. So you're going to make a sideways 3 for the mouth and put a little quick downward facing arrow for his nose. Then we're going to make, real quick, these 2 little stripes to put on his back. So we're going to make 2 of them and put them right along here and right along there. Glue it on, adhere it however you got your face on. And the way that I do that is I make this inch, it's about 3/4 of an inch wide and about 2 inches long there. And then I cut it so that it's curved and you've got 2 sharp little ends there. And that's basically all there is to it. When you're done with that, you're done with your Pikachu. If you like this video, be sure to hit like and subscribe to our channel. It really does help us out. We come out with weekly videos. And be sure to be on the lookout for our future Pokemon videos. If you liked this, I might try to do all the starter Pokemon, Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle, all in the flat cat formation. So we'll see how that in the flat cat formation. So comment down below if you would like to see any of those, and if you would, make a comment on what one you'd like to see first. Alright, until next time, guys.